Go ahead and jump into our back-to-back winning season segments and jump into the Panthers. The schedule was released last Wednesday.
Yep.
And a couple things to take away from it. We have no primetime games. We have a London game this year.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about with the schedule?
Okay. I want to ask a question before we start talking about the schedule.
Shoot.
Did y'all see the Panthers Twitter account and how they released
Hey,
it?
man. Look, their Panthers media Twitter account. Y'all are A1. There is nobody in the NFL better at... Listen, man, whoever that media person is for the Panthers, you are the best in the NFL, hands down, man. Dude.
Man, that thing was...
It's awesome, man.
You need to give that person a raise.
Yeah.
I'm advocating today.
Okay, so we started Twitter.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so we get that out the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really have too much to... As far as the primetime games, I'm not really going to have a big stink about the primetime games because even though our record speaks contrary, I don't think we performed too well.
I think that's an understatement.
The reason why I say that is because I mentioned this last season in one of the groups that we're in, and somebody came back and was like, actually, our record is pretty good in prime time. And I didn't bother to go back and look at all of the games, but at least I know recently in primetime games we don't do too good. So I don't care about the whole oh my god we're not playing. I don't care about that. It's best not to have the spotlight on you. The one thing that, and before I get to my prediction, the one thing that I don't like about the schedule, I don't like the London game. And
really,
I don't like.
I think you're in the minority, but
I probably will. But and here's the reason why. I understand that the NFL cares about their money and they're trying to globalize and they're trying to bring more people. I get that.
Right.
But unlike basketball, football fans, we only get 8 games. We only get 8 games here at home.
Good point.
So while it's dope that we're going to London, or they're going to London, I'll be there in spirit. While it's dope that they're going to London to play, we go from 8 to having only 7 games. Here, home games.
Well, but that's technically a Tampa home game. Yeah, so.
Oh, I didn't know it was a Tampa
home game.
Okay, it doesn't affect us this season, right? But going forward, whoever the home team is, that fan base loses.
Yeah.
And we only get to see them 8 times a year.
Right.
And it's Tampa. Right. They're not going to the playoffs, so they don't get to see them any other time. So like they go 7. So. Yeah, that's my one hang-up. And then it's a Sunday game, right? It's a Sunday game?
9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. on a Sunday. 9:30.
Oh, you're going to wake up and watch it. Don't even act like, it's too early.
Wake up, watch it, and do my thing by 1 o'clock.
Right.
Out the street.
Now, that's cool. That's cool, the fact that we're going to have our entire day. But that's just my one hang-up is because whenever you're the home team, you lose that. Gotcha. You go from just only 8 to 7.
This is neither here nor there, but I missed out on my kind of annual Tampa trip to go see my dad, which is kind of the downfall of that. But that's neither here nor there. As far as the schedule goes, and the lack of primetime games, I don't care. Going to the actual games on primetime nights are a headache. I'm going to sound like Vince now. Usually, I'm cool with fighting through traffic and all that other stuff, but a football game primetime is a headache. There's a lack of parking, and if you do park, it's $40, it's $50. The train is not in close proximity to the stadium. I don't like walking.
Hey, now it won't be like that. Cough, cough. If you move the team to the border, keep going, Jamal.
Let's not start that conversation.
Keep going, Jamal.
But anywho, man, like the lack of primetime games, man. I'm not necessarily going to miss it, man. Our record the last 2 years is probably not that good in primetime games as it is. I'm going to tell you a game that I'm personally looking forward to on our schedule. That's not a primetime game, and maybe not even a primetime matchup in most people's eyes. We actually play the Jacksonville Jaguars on October the 6th. I am actually looking forward to that game, and the reason why I always like playing the Jaguars because we came into the league at the exact same times. It is always cool to kind of have that peer that you came into the league with and stack yourself up from that same time period. Now, granted, our record against the Jaguars is pretty. I don't even remember the last time we even lost to the Jaguars, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I actually went to the Panthers and Jaguars game in 2015. So there's something about that matchup that I always kind of enjoy because of that reason. So that's one game I'm looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to the London game because there's nothing more cool than waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning knowing that you got football coming on in 30 minutes, man. You can cook your good breakfast. You can just lay on your couch, halfway sleep while your Panthers are playing. Doesn't get much better than that. I wish I had enough money to actually go, but I don't. So I'll be in London in spirit, but I'll be on my couch physically and very much looking forward to it, man.
The game I'm looking forward to is the one versus the Texans because they play my Clemson boys. Hopkins and Watkins and Carlos Watkins as well. And also I might go there. My aunt lives in Houston.
Okay.
And I'm also looking forward to the London game. I might try to make that trip.
I have.
Bro, okay.
I want to make the trip.
Now, I guess I did forget something. And I think I forgot it because it goes without saying. Dear Panthers, if y'all don't beat the Falcons this year, I'm going to lose my mind. They play the Falcons a day after my birthday on the 17th. That game is here. I'm sorry. Yes, that game is here. The game is here in Charlotte. I will be in attendance. If y'all lose that game the day after my birthday and let the Falcons beat you again, I may go on the field. Security may need to be called. I am tired of losing to the Falcons. Listen, man. Listen. Do y'all have those teams like you lose to and it makes you sick, like you don't get over it for a week? The Falcons are one of those teams, man. Please don't.
And let me push off on that. I don't know if you guys noticed last season, but we played the Saints and the Falcons in 3 of the last 4 games.
Yep, right.
And this season, that's not the case.
It's not the case. Not at all.
We popcorn between those seasons. Now we do get.
And I like that better.
Yeah, we do get Atlanta, New Orleans in back-to-back weeks in November. But then we get a game after the Saints game. We play Atlanta again, and then we get 2 more games before closing the season out with the Saints.
Right.
So I don't know if that was a conscious decision by the NFL, but I'm glad we're not playing those guys 3 games in a 4-week span like we did. Now we do it early in the year, but we're not closing the season out because. That was brutal last year, and I know we beat the Saints, but we were playing against their practice squad,
and it was especially brutal with Cam's injuries.
So I'm glad we're not closing the season out playing those guys 3 games out of 1 year. I mean 3 games out of 4.